What's going on, you guys? I just realized I ain't make a video in a hot minute, and I just feel like turning on the camera, turn on the mic real quick, and dropping some game to all the little hustlers out there, right? So, one business that I've been doing that I offer as part of my company as a service, I have a home-based service-based business. I offer a variety of things, but for sure that's one of them. It has to be one of them because it makes so much money, and I don't always have to do it myself. And that's the moving and junk removal business, and all part of my business, but it can't be a business in itself. So pretty much how it goes is you can probably make like 200 to 500 a day, like minimum in the business. Especially when you're in season, you're talking upwards of around like 450, 500 minimum a day, and that can scale up all the way up to like maybe 1,200, two bands a day. Depends on how you scale up and how hard you're hustling, or really how smart you're working around everything, right? So pretty much to get into it, even if you have no experience, even if you have no equipment, what you can do is you can go on these like gig apps. I'm moving gig apps like Dolly, GoShare. I'm not really sure about the other ones out there. Those are just the only two that I've done personally when I first kind of got into it a couple of years ago. And you can offer to be a helper, right? So long as you got a way to get there, you don't even need to have a car, but so long as you have a way to get there, you can actually assist people who already have the equipment already, like a truck already, the dollies, the straps, all the tie downs, everything, right? You can assist them actually loading up items into a truck, a van, whatever they may have, to get them from point A to point B. Because a lot of this stuff is bulky, heavy, and it takes more than one guy. And plus, if you're one guy doing it, you're gonna burn yourself out, right? So you can jump into it like that. You might not make the two, three, 400 a day guaranteed, but you could for sure make some around like 150 to 300 if you grinding, if you booking jobs with people, and especially if you work as a team with somebody who already has the equipment. You're gonna be straight. You're gonna be making a good amount of money. In the beginning, which is what I did, I was partnering with a couple of guys who had equipment, and every time a job would come in, they would hit me up. I would hop in a car, I'd go over there, I'd go knock it out. I'll do two, three a day, make a few $100s a day, easy. Or the work is not easy, but for sure the money was there easy, right? You can do it that way to start off, right? Or if you already have a truck, a pickup truck, or a van or something, that's even better for you, especially if you have some type of equipment. You straight, you definitely good because at that point you can sign to these gigs app. They'll pay you out even more since you already have the equipment, and these jobs will be coming in like they'll be swinging, coming in every single day. You could probably make yourself a solid $300-400 a day minimum to start off. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're in season, which is normally close to the summertime, you're probably making somewhere around like 500 a day minimum, especially towards the end of the month, when people are moving, or either their lease is ending or they're moving to a new place. Your work's gonna be jumping, so you're gonna be making some good bread for sure, absolutely, right? And then the other aspect of it is the junk removal side, right? Now on the junk removal side, um, this one's kind of easier, but you definitely need some type of equipment. So if you don't have any, the best thing to do is just rent something out, or you for sure have to rent something out. Or if you know somebody who has equipment, ask to borrow it, maybe pay them off a little something. But for sure you'll need some type of equipment to load the junk from point A to point B. Now to get this type of work is almost even easier because you can jump on stuff like Thumbtack. By the way, you have to pay for Thumbtack per lead, but if you want to make it for free, if you want to do it for free, not really free, but really cheap or slash for free, you can go on an app like Neighbors. Is it Neighbors or Nextdoor? I think it's Nextdoor, and you can post like, oh, I have a junk removal business. I do junk removal services, etc. And people are gonna jump on your line so quick to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, come grab this from me, come haul that from me. And that's how I got my first junk removal client was on Nextdoor, I believe, right? And I charged the lady like $100, paid like $30 for the U-Haul. I was tripping at the time, but you know what I'm saying? I want to get my feet wet. So I did it, but we still have a cool relationship to this day, and she still gets me work, so that's pretty good. Um, or you can go on something like Craigslist, post an ad for like $5. Say that what I would do if I were you guys is I will go on Craigslist. I'll go see somebody else's post from like another state or another city, and I like copy all that, rearrange it, put in my own words, use AI. You know how it is nowadays, and then repost it in your current market. And then someone's gonna hit like post 2 or 3 times a day. Someone's gonna hit you up, say they need somebody to junk removal. Look at it, make sure the price right. Call your local junkyard, ask them, yo, how much is it to dump this stuff off? If it takes more than 2 trips, charge that minimum, not even minimum, but charge that almost times two. to the customer. That way you're making profit to pay off what it costs to dump it. And if you got to rent something out, it'll pay off for the rental, right? That's free sauce, right? Now you don't have to do one. You can do both of them at the same time, right? Run it up both ways, right? So if one's going slow, the other one's jumping, you'll make yourself a solid like 300 a day for sure, easy 300 a day. And that's if you're on some, you grinding, you ain't got nothing else to do. You can do it like that and make 300 a day. So, for all y'all young hustlers out there or just hustlers in general out there, and you just trying to stack up real quick and you're not scared of work, you're not scared of grind or get your hands dirty, do it that way. You know what I'm saying? That's when we can really get your foot in the door into entrepreneurship. And if you look around online, there's people out here who are scaling up that very simple business model, making 10,000 a month, making 15,000 a month. I mean, the potential is unlimited, especially once you get your feet in there and you start understanding the business and you're a hustler. You're gonna figure out how to scale up, start hiring people out, start paying more in marketing and stuff like that. I mean, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get right. But hopefully this information reaches the right ears. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully somebody can take that information I gave them, made the best out of it. And if you do want more information or more videos about this topic or how to really get into it and like more detailed stuff, let me know in the comments. And if this information was of value to anybody who's watching this, please like, please subscribe, and I'll continue to make more videos. I appreciate it, and I am out.